All right. So we are at 75 push-ups already. Um, Yesterday was dumbbell curls, though we have one dumbbell, but not the weights that are needed. Um, we have the tarantula molts hanging up, and now we got to clean off the space for our critter care conundrum. Because that's the way, we like it. Okay, that's a little weird for critter. But we are prepping. We are prepping to go and put some tarantula molts into resin. Because that's what we do. And as a part of the live stream, I typically go and write down the names of individuals that participate in the live, whether it's commenting or if I can manage to figure out who likes the live, liking the live. We have a slew of animals to get through, so if you don't mind what we do, we got stuff you might like to do. Hey! It's a rhyming session. Now, the first two tarantulas that we typically start out with are these guys. These are Brazilian blue tarantulas. This one, I wish I could say is our only escape artist, but the other one realized that the way he gets watered is by the lid opening up, and he made a daring dash to the outside world. This one's the first one to try to make an escape, and he had a rough go of it. He threw most of his urticating hairs, so now he is a grumpy, balding old man. And I can say he's an old man because he's an adult. He is, in fact, an adult tarantula. We know he's an adult because the little shit has hooked out. He has boxing gloves as well, which refer to his pedipalps being bulbous in nature. It is a sure sign that he is in for a good time. So if I can manage, I will try to find him a mate. But there are no guarantees in this market. I'm just getting some water. Here's one thing you have got right. You are safe. So yourself confident enough. This feeling is just amazing. Like, this takes a cake. I know that my children at daycare are telling them, Lisa, and I just know that my family back home is so proud of me. This time gone from them is not wasted. This is all for us. No, good. Not a good night for you too. It just didn't work in the end. Sorry. Very humble to be able to make food for 3 wonderful judges and an honor. I'm going to continue to master the way I can cook. So these adorable coffee here. So, hey, start yourself cooking. Gentlemen, will you please leave your aprons and your fish? There we go. Come on, man. Go south. Go, guys. Go south. Hey. It's disappointing me that I didn't go a lot further. All right, got some water. We are ready to go. I'm not sure how many are actually on the live, but it says it's just you, honey. Which is fine. It is fairly late in most of the country where I'm at. It's actually fairly late here, but tomorrow we don't have to wake up too early. So we are just doing what we need to do now. I know for those that might be coming back, some King Von. We typically don't play music. I don't even think I have no idea what King Von is. It's not my scene. Maybe we should get a radio and start playing some music. What we do is showcase tarantulas. Look at that guy. And that is a guy. That is a male tarantula. A Brazilian blue male tarantula. He is a little wily creature ready to escape at a moment's notice. Yeah, that about tracks. It's kind of fucked up that people are getting got out there like that. Tupac was one of them. Welcome back, everybody. You are the best 22 home cooks in America. I'm into I like political rap, which drives people crazy. My wife especially, she does not appreciate that. He was from O Block. You'll have to excuse my ignorance. I am not that well versed within the rap community. Is that my girl? Is that my girl? Oh my god. Okay, well, that's my wife and my girl, but is this my girl? Look at her. Oh, you're fine. Don't go away, child. Look at her. She's got a little bit of a problem when it comes to her urticating hair. She got frustrated with me. Look at that. God, I really hope all these webs are hers. I'm not going to get in your way. You go ahead and hunt. You go ahead and hunt. Get those roaches that are running around your cage. Juice WRLD is. Yes, I have heard of Juice WRLD. I probably listen to his stuff too. Not much because I tend to stick to political rap. Of course, because I was raised in the Pacific Northwest, and my ex was a huge fan. I listened to a shit ton of Eminem. Just an unhealthy amount of that rapper in general. I decided to watch his 8 Mile movie, and I must say the ending to that was not exactly to my liking. I have heard of XXX, I believe, Triple X. I thought that was a Vin Diesel movie. Triple X was a Vin Diesel movie. This is our Asian forest scorpion. I don't know if she ate the critters that we put inside of her cage. I don't see them, but that doesn't mean that they're not in here somewhere. This critter is crazy. Yeah, check it out. Triple X, Vin Diesel movie. And then they did a knockoff version of fucking the Vin Diesel movie with somebody else. And I was just like, that doesn't track right. Here we go. Now this, that hairline is diabolical. I can't help genetics, guys. At least I'm not bald. Okay? At least I'm not bald. That's all I can say. If you got a problem with my genetics, you can take it up with my mama and my daddy. I already did. My mama's reaction to me going, but why'd you have kids? Was, oh, but you made such a cute baby. So yeah, have fun taking it up with her. Look at that. Honest to God. Believe the term is, it ain't my fault. It is what it is. Yeah, see? Despite the fact that it's kind of riding a little bit high, it's all still there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be so much worse. Alright, when it comes to Asian forest scorpions, they are a tropical terrestrial critter. So you're going to want to keep the soil moist and make sure that they don't stay in temperatures lower than like 70 degrees. Try to keep them out of temperatures higher than like 85. Alright, I know that they probably encounter that in the wild, but when that happens in the wild, they typically go underground or into a very, very dense bit of foliage to escape the heat. They don't have that ability in your care. Their cage happens to be above ground, surrounded, in most cases, by a void of air on the shelf. So, whatever the ambient temperature is, unless you have an immediate heat source, that is what the animal is going to be dealing with in its cage. Now, Asian forest scorpions don't typically need to eat every single week. I recommend feeding juveniles once every 2 weeks, and depending on the feeding habits of the adults once a month. But that could vary depending on how warm you keep them, because the warmer they are, the more active they are, the more calories they're going to burn, and the more food they're going to need to consume. Did you get that? Do you savvy? Now, let's get our species out that is going to someday be the largest tarantula in our collection. Not quite there, but someday this critter is going to be about the size of a chihuahua, if not a little bit bigger. Technically, could make a meal out of a chihuahua. Not yet, though. It's still in its adolescent phase. So, where the fuck did I put my... There it is. Here we go. Well done, everyone. Come on, Vone. This is our Theraphosa apovicis tarantula. It is related to the Goliath bird eater and the Theraphosa burgundy. The Theraphosa genus, the Theraphosa family line, is quite commonly referred to as violent, aggressive. They will bite, they will throw urticating hairs, which is why we typically try to be on the outside looking in when it comes to checking on them. And that means, every now and then, going upside down. She has definitely got a booty. Well fed. That is exactly how we like these critters. Now, let's put the lid back on and see if we can go and utilize the temporary... oh, I thought we messed with it. This cannot be up here. Actually, this might actually be holding. Give me a second. Alright. So, what we have here is her molt. Now, you see that right there between the book lungs, which are the white portions on the sides? Right there in the middle is the pouch that is the confirmation, just like with this one right there, of these tarantulas being female. We already knew one was female because, well, she outlived and outgrew all of the males that we had in our collection. We did not breed them because, well, the Lasiodora and the Theraphosa apovicis in general tend to have thousands of offspring, and that would mean we would have to go and completely reorganize the house to take on such a task. Now, the fact that these tarantulas can live over like 15 years means that we're going to have plenty of time to reevaluate the situation going on into the future, but for right now, we are just enjoying their company. Sort of. My fingers still itch from having to do that shit in there. I made the mistake of taking off my protective gloves and handling our Lasiodora parabana's molt barehanded. For those that know, well, they have these nasty little hairs that are called urticating hairs. And when you get those on your skin, it's in some cases worse than getting fiberglass on your skin. It doesn't last nearly as long, unless you get it down your airways, because they tend to fall out when you wash your hands a few times. Sometimes they'll fall out in your sleep. Other times they'll get on the rug during cage cleaning, get between your toes, and make you want to become an amputee. I'm not even joking. I thought about it for so long before I took care of the problem. Now, old world tarantulas, those that come from places like the Asias, Africa, what have you, never developed urticating hairs. What they developed instead was more potent venom and an aggressive nature so ridiculous that some of these species from the old world have been known to pretty much fold themselves in half and bear their fangs almost directly upward. So that if you were to be unfortunate enough to step on them, you'd want to die. The good news is, as painful as a tarantula bite might be, the only case of somebody dying from a tarantula bite came from somebody who actually died from a bacterial infection that came about due to the initial bite. It was not the venom. It was not the fang nicking an artery, anything like that. It was simply a bacterial infection caused by a wound. Granted, the venom probably did not help with the immune system. So, are there probably cases of having an allergic reaction to a tarantula venom? Yes, there probably are. As a matter of fact, I would bet money that there are, in fact, some cases of people being allergic to tarantula venom. But I still have yet to actually find a case where tarantula venom has outright killed somebody. Guess what, folks? No! But soon. It's push-up time. So we're going to do the same thing that we do when we use the ab roller. Move the vacuum. Bring this down. And get you situated. Now, building up muscle mass is incredibly important when you're trying to lose weight because having excess muscle mass makes you passively burn calories more than if you don't have that muscle mass. Now, fat will help you burn calories too, somewhat, passively, but muscle will get you there better. And guess what? It's just a little bit healthier for you, I think. What do you guys think? So, let's get down and dirty.
On camera?
You know what? We gotta start our OnlyFans somewhere, honey.
Oh, God. Yeah, they'll pay for us to take it down.
Oh, God. Here we go. Hopefully 25. 1, 2, 3.
Oliver, are you going to help Dad?
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 2, 3, 4. Lightning buttocks to get them in there so they're nice and toasty. Nice. Toast off water up to a rolling boil. All right. Whew. Now we start. Whew. It's always fun. Now, for the next little group, let's see, that was my 4th set. $25. First of all, a touch of salt into the water, and then a teaspoon of vinegar. From there, create and open it up into a cup. 2 more to go, and we'll hit my my goal. Then drop the egg in there till it swirls round gently. This should take, on average, 90 seconds to 2 minutes. You're fine, child. All right. And pepper. Drizzle. Olive. Just a touch. From there, then Okay. So the next tarantula that we have is our white knee. It is another New World tarantula, which means she has those nifty urticating hairs. Look at that.
That's so good.
She's somewhat in a stress curl, but not too bad. Just like the last tarantula, she needs to have in a humid environment. Hold on. And she needs to be kept at a temperature between 75 and 80 will work. You don't want to be at 80 constantly, but if it fluctuates between 75 and 80, or even 72 and 80, you're good. You got to remember these tarantulas that I have that come from the New World, they come from the Amazon rainforest. It's not exactly known for being cool. It's down by the equator, and it's just chock full of dangerous critters. See, today's push-up day, tomorrow's the ab roller, and we need to stick to using the ab roller. Because the last time it was ab roller day, I fucked.
Couple sets.
Yeah, but I pretty much fucked off. Didn't do them. Now, every once in a while, shying away from doing one bit of your workout routine isn't going to do you harm. It's just if you stick to shying away from it. This can happen a lot when you overdo it during certain exercises. Like a lot of people, they will start running and they'll realize they hate it right off the bat because they overdo it. Maybe they go over a mile. Maybe they do a mile and they should have done half a mile. Doesn't matter. Sometimes people ruin it for themselves and then just stop doing it. I cannot tell you how much workout equipment I've seen at my job. If you know what my job is, I am security at a dump. Okay? So I see everything that people throw away. Everything. Lots of workout equipment. So my advice is don't overdo it. Set up a routine. Learn to stick to the routine. And that's where you start. When I started working at my job, I wasn't big on walking around. I was big. I weighed 340 pounds. I was not big on walking around. I shied away from human interaction, which is not something you want to do as a security guard in general, but I was a greenhorn. Okay, I barely knew what I was doing. When I started to walk, I started out easy, then I fluctuated, overdid it, started running in place, started overexerting myself, and then I died back down away from that, primarily because my feet hurt due to the fact that I was overdoing it, and then I took it back up just walking after that. Sometimes I'll walk 10 miles a day now. That's the beauty of being in security. Depending on what you do in security, rounds are a part of the job. You gotta do your rounds. Part of it's fire watch. Believe it or not, people go and throw out those lithium batteries, or something catches organics on fire, you don't know. Got to keep an eye on things. Constantly looking at the piles and the people. Because I am paid to watch others. Does that make me a professional creeper? Maybe. But at least it keeps the roof over my head for now. All right. Now, we will show this tarantula, and then we will do another set, and then we will go. Let's see, am I missing anybody? We took care of the false widow. Let me check on her real quick. I don't even think she went up and took care of that. Oh well. The only thing you can count on when feeding arachnids is that you can't count on them being hungry when you want them to be. Just like ball pythons. Ball pythons can go in hunger strikes like that. You got to count on them having no accountability, no structure. They're not always going to be hungry when you think they're going to be hungry. And you got to teach yourself not to freak out. Because little guy, our eldest ball python, took a year off eating before he got back on that bandwagon. And he's fine for it. So, if you got questions about raising animals, hey, we probably have answers. And if we don't have answers, we will try to hook you up the right direction. So this next spider is our Lasiodora parabana, our salmon pink bird-eating tarantula, Little B. Little B is a rescue in as much as when we picked her up, the person that was transporting her had her in the back of a hatchback in the winter. The temperatures in her immediate environment were down in the 50s, if not lower. Her reaction time, her physical being just was not there. She was in some sort of a cold-induced coma. It took us 2 weeks of hand watering her before she came back. And she was ornery right up until she got, third to last molt. And she started to get real chill, real calm as an adult. She stopped using her hide and started digging a trench here recently. And that's where she molt. She flipped over and she presented us with these new colors. I swear to God, the Brazilian black tarantulas, I swear to God, they're just a subgenre of the salmon pink. Because look at how dark she is. The only thing that differs is the salmon pink hairs coming off her abdomen. She is such a beautiful girl. We just got to get her to eat. And we will be feeding her and the rest of them tomorrow. Of course, like I said, doesn't mean they're going to eat. But we're going to try. Because that's what it's all about. Yeah. Now, going back to working out and talking about working out, I'm going to reiterate what I said before. If you want to be one of those people that seem to lose weight whilst cutting back on cardio, your best bet is to, A, cut out sugars and alcohol. I know it's difficult for some of us. It was not fun when I quit drinking cold turkey. I woke up in cold sweats. I had what I can only describe as heart issues. But those two things, I'm not saying cut out sugar altogether because your body actually needs sugar, but eating an yeah, like you can give up sugar by head. Um, Focus on eating fewer calories. Believe it or not, meat and other things like that, in and of itself, tends to have less calories so long as it's not breaded to an unhealthy amount. Um, Greens help with your digestion, as does fruit. Fruit provides you, as do greens, with a certain amount of natural sugars, so that would be a better bet for you if you're trying to get healthy. And again, muscle mass. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. As far as I know, testosterone gives men an edge when it comes to building muscle mass. So it might be more difficult for women to bulk up. But I have faith that if you, as an individual, really want to do it, that you can. Because I could. And I was, like I said, 340 pounds. I was very much not what I would call necessarily a people person. And I was not prone to exercising. And when I realized that walking around was starting to cut my weight, I went for it. And I am not going back. Oh, I don't know if I missed this one. Lasiodora parabana, salmon pink birdie and tarantula, need to have a humid environment, just like their other counterparts from South America, or most of their other counterparts from South America. Our green bottle blue female does not require as much humidity because her species typically dwells in grasslands in South America that go through frequent process of drying out and then getting rain. So we have to go and mist her once every 2 to 3 days, depending on how her environment's doing. So good stuff. Oh, that was my knee. Okay. Now, another set of push-ups. Let's go. Go here. Whoa. Set you down right there. Oliver, do you really need to go out? He's sitting by the door.
Still?
Yeah. All right. So, of course, like before, 25 is our goal. We are going to be holding it inverted a little bit like this, because we already did it perpendicular. So inverted and then parallel. And then, if I feel that I can do one more set and get to 175, we can do that right before bed. How you feeling? We're just about done taking care of the ends, so that's good. Oh, shit. Yes, then I can feed the little one. Now, let's do this. One, two, seven, 14, 16, 17, 23, 4, 5. All right. All right. Should I feed the puppy first or take him out? Okay.
Actually, if you're gonna take them out,
Okay, well, make up my mind. Where's... There it is.
Very nice. So it's also crabs a little bit all over the place.
Come on. You're welcome. Oliver! You bumped in front of the freaking door. Go on, Wolf. Alright. Somebody really flying an aircraft this time of night? Oliver! Jesus. Oh, damn. They're pretty freaking low. Huh. Doesn't sound military. But that's how low the military flew the last time they went overhead. Are you done? Sometimes it takes a minute. He's gonna go protect us from the big, bad, whatever the F happens to be in a bush. Oliver, no. You are not allowed up on the sidewalk. You should really know this by now. Yeah, honey, you can walk Duchess after I'm done with Oliver. And then while she's being walked, I can get her food ready. Oliver! Come on, buddy. Come on. Oliver. Okay, come on. You're done. Oliver, let's go. No. Let's go. No. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Oliver, I'm not going to stay out here all night. Yep, come on. We're not playing this game. Nope. Come on, Oliver. Come on. You're done. We are not staying out here all freaking night. No. Kids, get away from the door. Duchess. Oh my God. What a nightmare. Oliver, you little poop head. Alright, time to go and get the puppy's food going.
Wolf, back it up.
He's not allowed outside again. He can't keep doing this outside-inside thing.
Don't wait.
Oh, she put it all the way in the back.
What?
I said, oh, she put it all the way in the back.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, Wolf. Gotcha.
She wants the food, but she won't make it easy to give her food. Okay. Oliver, move. She's already back inside?
Oh, yeah.
She pooped?
She went to pee. She had a big poop, but she was not last.
Alright. You grab Oliver's food dish. He's only gonna get a dollop.
No food mixed in?
Unless you want him to.
Yeah.
You do?
Let the dog play you.
Yeah, well, I don't want him shit in the house. I really don't. And that's what we're looking at if we don't give him a chance to head out. But as soon as he headed out again, he just stood in the yard like an idiot. And of course, I let him. Which only makes me a little bit more angry. I can't. I cannot wait all night long just to. Good Lord.
She's like, wait, where? I forgot about me. Feed me.
Just get your nose out of there. It's going to take pretty much the rest of the can. Still a little left. What are you doing?
She's like, food, food, food. I'm ready, Daddy. Give me food. Yummy.
Monkey wants some too. That kitty cat. Alright.
She's like, are you giving that to me yet? Oh, food.
Oliver. Oliver, let me put it on the ground, you little bastard. Oops. Come on. Oliver! And of course, my slippers, my flip-flops, right underneath there. That's grade A, good video.
Okay, I need to get past you.
No. What?
For a couple refills.
Great. What's this?
Water? Do you need that spot?
Yeah, because I gotta take care of the roaches. I sprayed a little bit over there. Oops. John Smith. I believe we have that guy. Yeah. Welcome back, John. Okay. And your purse.
You put it there.
Yeah, well, originally
You want to put it over there?
I don't know. Oh my lord. We still have one more normal set to do push-ups. If I'm feeling up to it, we will go and push past to 175. We are already at 125.
Is he done or? He is. Oliver's like, next, Dad. Got better, baby.
He's lucky I don't turn him into a fur rock. Well, Duchess definitely needs to stop eating my freaking earplugs that I use to sleep at night. Because for some effed off reason, I can't hear people very well during the daytime, but at night, my hearing becomes extra sensitive. Alright, here we go. So this is what we usually do at the end of the night. Showcase our roaches. We have dubia and orange head. That right there is a dubia male. The slender build. Careful of the camera. The slender build, the dark complexion, the long wings.
Yeah, you did.
The orange head roaches, of course, are lighter complexion. They have orange heads. The only way to discern a male and a female orange head are by the yellowish white dots at the end of the abdomen. The females...
Like that one has?
Yes, like that one has. The females will not have that. The way to discern a female dubia roach from a male roach is simply that the females tend to have a little bit more girth. They have a pattern on their backs. Juvenile dubia tend to be gray with a little bit of patterning, like this guy right here. While juvenile orange head tend to be red. Do not get the juvenile orange head mixed up with red runner roaches, because red runner roaches are a smaller breed of invasive feeder roaches that for some reason are still sold in the U.S. There are some areas like NorCal, probably Southern California too, where red runner roaches have become fairly invasive. The only good news about red runner roaches is that they make perfectly good food for insectivores. So, California's reptiles and arachnids and what have you are probably eating fairly well with those red runner roaches. They do make great feeder critters for your pets. The difference between those roaches and these roaches is that these roaches cannot reproduce at temperatures under about 85 degrees, maybe 80. But generally speaking, 85 degrees is their cutoff point. They also have trouble maintaining steady growth at about 75 degrees. So, when it comes to having a feeder pet that you can regulate, stop the reproduction when you need it. Oh, wow, she's out again. Let's check this out. Everybody walk carefully. Doot, doot, doot. Look at her. She really is the jewel of the household. Absolutely stunning.
She's still out?
Yeah, we need to get another roach to put in her cage. She's so gorgeous. Look at that. Fantastic. She may or may not be. All right. My favorite tarantula. Oh, I'm sorry, girl. I don't mean to disturb you. We're going to go and get you some food in there. Just so happens that we have our roach colony out here already. So let's go and grab her one. She is not immediately going to eat because that's not usually how this goes. She will take her time, but I guarantee you, if she's hungry, she will find her prey and she will get herself a meal. So, just itchy palm. That's because of the urticating hairs I keep getting into.
What?
I said, oh, I have an itchy palm. That's because of the urticating hairs I keep getting into.
Wolf, are you done? No. You made your choice, dude. Oh, sorry, Oliver.
Sorry, girlie. I'm going to go wash my hands now. Yeah, stop scratching at that. Let me tell you, the worst part, the urticating hairs, is the insanity. When I tell you that there is no relief when those hairs are stuck in you, I mean there is no relief. It is just so itchy. It's enough to make you start scratching your hand raw. I think we have some anti-itch cream. I'm going to go dive into that shit as soon as I can. Of course, while feeding these critters, the roaches that is, we use Tetra goldfish flakes enhanced with vitamin C. No, I do not get any kind of reparations for giving them the shout out. I'm just telling you that if this is what you're going to do, this is what they like to eat, and the vitamin C does boost their libido. There we go. All right. Put the lid on, and then we'll turn on the heat lamp. I don't know why we keep coming out here and finding it turned off, but today was the second day of that, and I was just like,
But didn't you turn it back on last night?
That's what I did.
And have we turned anybody else off?
Well, I did turn off the snakes.
I didn't know that.
Because once it hits about 81 degrees, 80 degrees, you risk potentially overheating your snakes unless you have a thermostat. Anything below 80 degrees, so long as you have an adequate size cage, the snakes can go and adjust their temperatures accordingly. They need an outside source to help them do that. A lot of people just keep their snakes at just around about 80 degrees, and it seems to work for them. Kudos. I'm not going to bash on anybody that does something differently than I do, so long as it works and they can take care of their animals. That is all that matters. So, the last set of push-ups for the night. I think I did. Yeah, I did a fifth set, right?
Yeah.
And then I took the dog out. God damn it, this freaking pen. I hate it. Fifth set of push-ups. 25. Sixth. I think it's already too late to do a seventh. But we are going to be doing parallel push-ups. And by parallel, I mean that these stands are going to be like this as opposed to this, or what I call perpendicular. Of course. On the prowl.
So if you had me do that, you'd have me do what was it?
You'd be doing
Planking?
well, you could be planking, but for you to start out with, I'd probably have you doing knee ups where you're on your knees doing push ups at first, because you want to build yourself up to doing full blown push ups.
Maybe soon you could help me with. I could do these kind of exercises with you.
Well, that's what I've been hoping for, but you never seemed interested. On the prowl, kind of scary, but guess what? You get to watch me do push-ups. So that in and of itself is creepy on my behalf. You're welcome. You just missed it. We just finished up our live when it comes to our animals. We have an abundance of tarantulas. We have, let's see if I can see him. You might have overwatered his cage, honey.
Sorry.
I don't see the poor folk. But we do have a Vietnamese centipede. However, I'm going to write that name down. Unless he's already on here. Nope. God, this pen. Mozart. Wonder if Mozart liked Shane. Liked art. We do poetry. Okay. And I'm getting a new pen because this piece of shit does not want to write. So, here we go. Oliver, move. Move! Wolf! Do you want to throw hands, dog? Yell at me again. Stop it. Your father was a hamster. No, it's your mother was a hamster and your father reeked of elderberries.
Hear that, Duchess?
All right.
Oh, Oliver.
Last set.
Yes, I know you smell what's in my pocket. You don't get it yet.
And she gets no treats tonight. She chewed up my earpieces again.
Yes.
Oh, she's done.
She will not understand.
I'm going to show it to her face and I'm going to do it again because guess what? She needs to stop chewing on stuff that I need to fall asleep. Because life ain't cheap. You know what I mean? Get out of here. Oh, great. Now I've got her going. All right, down. Go on. Go on. Go on, kids. Oliver, living room.
This is the living room.
Holy shit. He's a perfect fit. Look at this.
Wolf, you need to eat more.
Oh, kiss my ass, you fucking foghorn of a dog. All right, push-ups. Finally. All right, Oliver, go on. Go. Oh, who wants the toy? Go get the toy. Hurry. Oh, God.
They brought the toy back.
Oliver! Go on.
Duchess has the toy.
Go fight her for it. Oh,
Hurry. Hurry.
All right, here we go.
Nope. 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 Yeah, that's great.
Oh. 13, 14, 16, 18, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. Whew. 4, 25. That last set.
Owie!
Fuck. We have hit 150. Holy shit. It's always that last set that kicks my ass. Always. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news. Ooh.